Alright, here are some solutions to some select problems for the Chapter 10 Conics review. Alright, first of all, for number 14, as I stated in class, this is the correct equation to use in number 14. Alright, so please take note of that. And then the solutions are in the file. Alright, here for number 3, this is a parabola conic. Because you can tell that only one variable is going to be squared, all right? Since it begins with y squared, right, or since the y is squared, this is going to open left, all right? Okay. I took the liberty here to solve for a. We know that -2, all right, is represented by 4a, so that means a is 1/2. And for the parabola, remember a is the distance from the vertex to the focus and also to the directrix, all right? And so since this is opening to the left, I know that the focus is going to be right here, okay? And then the directrix is going to be the vertical line over here, all right? And so the coordinate for the focus, all right, is going to be at -4.5 comma -4, all right? Because remember the a value is 1/2 or 0.5, all right? So I'm going to go 0.5 to the left for the focus, and then I'm going to go 0.5 to the right for the directrix, all right? So the equation for the directrix, and remember it's an equation, okay? It's going to be at x equals -3.5, all right? And then we would draw the parabola. Now, if you want to draw the parabola more accurately, and it's been a while since we've talked about parabolas, right? If you do 2a, right? In this case, that's going to be 2 times 1/2, which is 1, right? That is how much you go up and down from the focus, right? And so if you go up 1 unit from the focus and down 1 unit, okay, these are points that are on the parabola, okay, to help guide you draw a more accurate parabola, all right? So that's number 3. All right, for number 9, this is a hyperbola problem. It asked you to graph it, okay? If you need to pause here and take a look at everything that I wrote, you can do that. You were given 2 vertices, and because of that, I figured out the center at 1, 3. All right. The vertices are 8 units apart because of these x values of -3 and 5, right? And so that means the center is going to be half of that, so at 1, 3. All right. There's a focus at 7, 3. All right, which means that's 2 more beyond the vertex. So if I go 2 more beyond this way, the focus is going to be over here, okay? All right, which would be at -5, 3, okay? So because I know the center is at 1, 3, and clearly this hyperbola, the curves are going to open left and right, okay? And so therefore the first numerator is going to be x. So the center is going to be x minus 1 and then y minus 3. All right. Now the a value in this case for hyperbola is the distance from the center to a vertex, right? And so in this case, that's going to be 4. And we know the c value is the distance from the center to a focus, and that's going to be 6, I think. Now, because the a value is 4, that means a squared, right, is 16. And for a hyperbola, remember the first denominator is always a squared, okay? Now, we gotta do a little bit of work here for b squared, right? And so I'm going to set up my equation here. C squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Now, after some algebra work, right, it turns out that c squared is 52. And so, nope. That's not what I want, right? I made a mistake, okay? See, you are also learning from my mistake, all right? So we actually need to set up, well, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. That's going to be 36 is equal to 16 plus b squared, all right? So here you get b squared is equal to 20, all right? So that's going to be 20. All right, b squared is 20, all right? Now, when you square root it, right, b is equal to the square root of 20, which you don't necessarily well, yeah, I guess you don't really need to simplify it, but you do need to calculate, right, how much that's going to be, right, because we need the rectangle box, right? So that's about 4.4-ish, I believe, okay? So from the center, you're going to go up 4.4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit after, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit after down here, right? Because we need to draw in that invisible rectangle for the asymptotes, which I've done here for you, all right? So it should have appeared for you, okay? And so if it were to ask you for the asymptotes, right? Let's just do that right now as well. Okay, just as a review. We know that we can figure out the slope, okay, from the center to one of these corners, right? I like to go to the top right. And so we went up square root of 2 to the right. How much is that? 4. Yeah, the a value is 4. So we went up square root of 2, or 20, I'm sorry, and then to the right 4. So the slope is square root of 20 over, that's going to be 4. Okay. Now, if you want to simplify that, okay, that's going to be square root of 20 simplifies to 2 root 5 over 4, and the 2 over 4 simplifies to 1/2, so this is square root of 5 over 2. When we write the equation of the asymptotes, remember we're going to use the center as x1, y1, all right? So the equation of the asymptotes are going to be y minus 3 is equal to plus or minus square root of 5 over 2, and then x minus 1. All right, so that's number 9. For number 11, you are asked to find the coordinates of the foci, right? This is a horizontal ellipse. And so your a value is going to be the distance from the center to a vertex, right? And so you can tell that that's going to be 5. Right, so a is 5. And then the b value, right, a is, remember, along the major axis. The b value along the minor axis is 2, right? So that's 2. And to figure out the foci, right, we're going to use for the ellipse is c squared is equal to a squared minus b squared, okay? Now, after some algebra work here, right, a squared minus b squared comes down to 21. And when I do the square root, c is equal to the square root of 21, all right? Now, that doesn't mean that your coordinates are plus or minus square root of 21, right? It's from the center, right? So right now the center is at 1, 3, right? And so since we are moving horizontally, we're going to end up adding and subtracting to the 1, okay? So the foci are at 1 plus or minus square root of 21, 3.